The best ideas come from silence. Next stream right there. Silence. No game. Chat doesn't talk. Only emotes. Yeah, you know what? We should do like a full ASMR thing. Time to make your own horror game. Yeah. I should make a full ASMR stream where I just have like a wet sponge, and I squeeze the sponge, and it just makes like a, and it makes like a sopping noise, right? Chat. How does we do it? We do an ASMR stream. That is like it's like Mad Libs. It's Mad Libs ASMR, and then you all vote, and you all make the next scenario, and then I script it live. Okay, so we do like a full scripting live. So it can be like Gunnar girlfriend has to hold her blessed burdens on her shoulders and has to escape from the life of a Gunnar by sliding down things, going through her sacred trial.
Forgive me, my son. Forgive this world.
Don't forgive me. Never forgive me for what I've done.
The corpses of saints rot on cursed ground. Temples lie in ruins. There is no God anymore. Satan sits upon his throne. But hope for salvation is not yet lost, as long as one warrior of God still breathes. Set forth on your journey. Take neither bread, nor water, nor weapon. Only faith shall guide you. Sever your left hand, if doubt clouds your mind. Sever your right hand if fear consumes your heart. You must destroy the very essence of evil. This is now your blessed burden.
Now that's a good intro. And we have more of the classic homegrown, someone's amateur voice acting thing. This is this Samurai Jack? The intro did sound a lot like the intro to Samurai Jack, and it's funny that you said that too, because that show is really good, and it has the exact same themes too, where it's like you must go and you must defeat Aku, and then it's this idea of like Samurai Jack, and it goes into the really cool hip hop song. This is a Blessed Burden. We played the demo last time, and then the game came out. It's a bit of like a weird, fast-paced platformer, almost like a speedrun style game, where you have to go down and I guess apparently stop Satan, while also having no arms. Because we had fear, and we had the other feelings, so we removed everything, and now we have nothing. If I make my own horror game, I think what I would do if I made my own horror game, okay? So this is why we're playing this. This is also just kind of like a platform game, which also actually does feel really cool, because, you have all these different mechanics like jumping and sliding. If I made my own horror game, I'd want to make it in the form of like maybe we could do like a horror ASMR game, right? That'd be a good game. Like you hear noises, but you don't know what you're hearing, and then you just hear them say things or you hear them do things. Right? Because noises are a key part of a horror game experience. But then having it be an ASMR game, how could that work? Like people whispering in your ears? It could just be whispering everywhere. You know what, chat? Give me your phone number and I'll give you a real life ASMR experience where I'll whisper in your ear in the real life. Yeah. And honestly, it'd be fun too, because the mod's right. ASMR does seem like a fun thing to do. What? And again, the priest steps in. Again? The priest is sure that he chose this path on his own. Wait, again? And we could make a lot of money from it, because as we saw, it seemed like every single ASMR video made, hundreds of thousands of views. Especially the Meteor one. Though maybe that's just because Gerard T. Rexford, or whatever his name is, he's just a really famous person, so, as far as I can tell, because he's in Hololive, so... I'm assuming if you're in Hololive that you're famous. And if you're not famous in Hololive, then you're a failure. It all makes sense, really. This guy didn't like us, and we built a temple among the fractures, and this temple became your dwelling. Maybe we live here. Maybe we've been doing this the whole time, and we aren't actually saving anyone. And that's why the demon is saying that, maybe we didn't choose this. Maybe maybe this was chosen for us. It's not really our thing. And which then says, why did I lose my arms? But yeah, see, I just needed something to refresh my mind after that last one. Something about that Gooner segment was just so funny to me. It wasn't even meant to be a Gooner segment. Like, it was genuinely like a really cool card game. And I was just joking about the idea of like, oh, like you can't keep on doing things like talking about Emacs and like Vim, because it's like I'll always talk about Emacs and the Vim if you really want to. Though I will say Emacs and Vim, it's like Babby's first programming topic, if that makes sense. Like, it's a very boring programming topic where it's like, sure, we can talk about Emacs and Vim, but how about we talk about like the state of the economy? Or like, hey, like, do you really want to talk about Emacs and Vim? How about we talk about this like our relationship, right? Like, it's like, no, honey, I don't want to talk about Emacs and Vim anymore. I need to know whether or not this relationship is like going anywhere, right? It's like stuff like that, okay? But like, even that was making me kind of crazy. I think just the beginning of everything made me feel a little crazier and crazier. And so this game is a good refresher because it's just a platforming game. There's no thought necessary. We just collect a bunch of artifacts. We make bless points. Wait, what's a bless point? Bless points. What's a bless point? What? I guess I got a good score, and we get to go down further. Holy shit, we get bless points, and it's skills, so the remains of a dead god. And we get to spend them, like speed bless. Increase the base running speed. Oh. Each time they perform a slide, the speed is multiplied by a factor based on the selected bless level. Oh. God wings? Gets the priest the ability to perform an additional jump in mid-air. Gravity bless. Increases the priest's gravitational pull towards the ground. How about I go for speed? Yeah, sure. And again, that last game that we played, and even this game, they're both amazing games. There's just something about the fact that, like, I don't know what it is about games in general, but like, some games, the way that you play them can almost like deactivate your mind. They can churn you off. They can churn your brain off. And that's kind of what I want and need at the moment. Yeah, it was funny to go through all of that. And it was funny to see people say like, oh yeah, this is a good career choice. Like, yeah, you could make ASMR. No one's stopping you. What ASMR would you make, actually? Because now that I think about it, right? Sure, you can make Guna ASMR, but I feel like tapping ASMR is even easier. If anything, Maddie Tingles is probably the only person truly working hard at the ASMR game, because the ASMR that they're making, what they're doing with the ASMR is insane. Where they do an entire fake scenario where they sell you shoes. Like, in my mind, that is the only person who's actually trying to change the ASMR game. ASMR mukbang. You do eat a lot. You know, she says that she throws down like 9 pieces constantly. And I'm like, damn, that's a lot of food, man. Not that that's a bad thing, but I'm like, I wouldn't be able to do that anymore. Blind by faith, he thinks he's doing the right thing. Am I not doing the right thing? Burning the fire over and over again, he deludes himself more and more. What? What do you mean to delude myself? I'm perfectly fine. What? Every fall into the abyss kills him. You know what? This is actually a cool platforming game too, because it's not like you're always jumping and moving quickly. There's actually a lot of slow moments too. Are you calling me fat? A fat cock? I'm not calling you a fat cock. Are you calling me a fat cock? I know that I'm a gooner, but please don't leave me, please. I'll take a shower, I swear. That video was just so weird to me. Like, I just, something about that ASMR was just so strange and funny to me. And again, how could they, what makes you write something like that, right? Because it's just like, why would you write that? it just makes me afraid. I'm calling you a fat cock. And you know what? I'm just calling you fat, but not a cock, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. And also, I see that we actually do need multiple power-ups to get even cooler things. Even at the beginning, a double jump could have helped us climb that building. Abusing the mod. Yeah, but, you know, we're like cool, you know, and, you know, she probably likes it, because she keeps coming back for it, right? So it's not like it's a bad thing, I guess. It's a bully stream. You brought it on yourself. You should have showered. You should have showered if you didn't want me to make fun of you. Oh, they're into it. Ooh. Oh, that's what you should do. It should be like a bullying type of like stream thing. It should be like like POV, your bully is punching you in the face. Or like POV, your bully is making fun of you. Or how about POV, your bully is making fun of you, but then they start to, but then they start to talk about you, and then it slowly gets more and more sexual, right? It's like gone sexual, bully. That would be a good ASMR. We all come here for the abuse. That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. I want you all to be happy in life. Oh, so this is a speedrunning game. Going faster would be better, but I'm going slow just to learn the maps. But I can actually see this game being very fun, because once you learn the routing to go even faster, right? If you get the power-ups, you can even skip through here. So later runs, you get a better score. But I think there's potential. I think there's potential in that idea of like, oh, your bully is like talking to you and then making fun of you type of deal. I think there's something there. We could absolutely make it work. Like, oh, your bully's saying these things about you, and then they fall in love with you, and then you two start, and then you two make out. I almost made it. We're on to something here, chat. We could have an ASMR renaissance eventually. And you know what? Now I get it. Maybe that's the real content creation, right? All the fun is within that genre. Did you fix your code formatting thing, by the way? Did you try the separate file thing? It's a little annoying because you have to load a separate file in. But from the context of your code, you might be able to get around it in that, like, you could do a transparent thing where it's like, you could transpile it as part of your code, and then you don't have to do the whole process of loading it in. But also, why MMV? It seems like a lot of work to make that happen. This is a really good game. Sorry, I haven't even talked about this game once yet. So yeah, we played the demo of this last Halloween, and I was like, this is a really cool, interesting concept for a game, because a platformer where you have to speed run the entire game and try to make your way through the level is a very compelling experience, because usually for horror games, you go very, very slow, and going at your own pace is typically seen as a bad thing, right? But in this game, the ability for you to jump around and find secrets and platform, it's fascinating that you do that, because there are platforming horror games, right? But in the form of a game that like tries to push you to speedrun as fast as you can, not really, we don't really see this often. And it works well. We already knew that you can do separate file. Just having separate file for 3 lines of code seems odd to you. It is odd, but you know what? Depending on where you work and depending on what school of thought that you believe in, it's actually the best way to code, apparently. Sometimes people do even like files for like maybe like 1 line of code or like one tiny config. There's a lot of funny things about the ways that people do code. I don't do it personally because I feel the same way, where it's a little bit too much, but it's not uncommon to have that. Not at all. How do I restart this level? It's a bit late now. It's though it is annoying to have it for 1 file. And you know what? If you're not using Vim, then, you know, it sucks, but that could actually solve your problem. You could just use Vim and have it format, because, you know, it works on like text stuff, so it could just work. You have ruined your own experience by deciding to use an editor like, say, what's your code editor, chat? What do you all use here to write code? What is this? Oh god, these eyeballs are terrifying. And also, something about this game's environment and setting and story, it's a weird story too, because it's like, why are we here? Why do they know who we are? And what does it mean by it's not our choice? And then you look at these creatures too. That tech support ASMR stream when? I think that'd be a funny concept, if only because I think you could do like a Geek Squad tech support ASMR thing, where it's like the Geek Squad gets more and more angry over time. And they start to swear more and more, and then they start to get very depressed. You know what? ASMR tech support stream is just, you start out kind of like good and happy, and then you start to say things like, "Oh God, I'm a failure. Do I even know anything? Like, am I actually good at this? Oh God, I'm a goddamn failure in life." And then you just keep on going, right? It could work. It could work. You're on your 5th try on trying to learn web GPU. Haha. Good luck. Okay, you're a brave soul for trying to make web GPU work. I've given up. Not that I've given up, but in my mind, web GPU is not for people like us. Web GPU in my mind is for people like smart people. Web GPU was made for the smart people who are making things like game engines or like frameworks for other people to use. Web GPU isn't for the plebeians like us. But you want to be smart, just give it up. Oh, chat. ASMR teacher who's a little bit. How many of you have fantasies of your teacher? If you do, I'm sorry, but that's kind of weird. ASMR teacher who's a little bit too mean to you and talks down to you. That could be like an angle, or because I don't think people have done ASMR teacher stuff yet, but I could be mistaken. Why would I want to go here? If only to get this. It's just this. But you know what? That's 1 of 7, and it's worth it because you need all 7 relics to get a cool skill point, and it skips me over this thing. Nice. But that's the thing, right? I've given up on the idea of being smart. And you should too, honestly. It's not worth it. The smart people, think about this. The smart people suffer every single day to make stuff happen. And do you think they want to? Not really. Isn't that a website comic trope? Wait, what? A website comic trope of like a teacher who makes fun of you but then like is doing it sexily? It's a webtoon trope. Wait, there's a webtoon trope of teachers being mean to you and then you have sex with them? What webtoons are you reading? I never heard of a webtoon like that before. Surely there is a moment where everything clicks and you start to understand it. There's no such thing. You know what? ASMR professor. There has to be an ASMR professor academia thing. ASMR professor academia who tells you to give it up, to leave academia because it's not worth it, and to save yourself from the trouble. That has to be a concept, right? You can't tell me that that's not a concept. But also maybe you're right. Maybe you're the only person who is truly trying to do something in life that's worth doing. And maybe I'm giving up too soon. Because the truth is, right? Maybe we both could have been the one to change the world graphically, if only we tried. Oh, you know what? There was that one webtoon about teachers, but that one was like, I remember that one got banned because of it did something really bad. I remember it did something really, really bad. Also, too, like, but if you don't understand the thing, I will say this: if you don't understand the topic, it's not because you're stupid. It's because the topic is just very difficult. Like, you have to keep in mind that the topic isn't really made to be understandable. If that makes sense. The topic is meant to solve a problem. It's a weird distinction to make, but I think it's an important distinction because if you think of it as, oh, I don't understand it, therefore I'm stupid, then I think you sort of like fool yourself into believing that you're not as smart as you are, even though you're probably really smart. It's just the thing itself isn't really designed for ease of understanding. It's designed to solve problems, which means by necessity it has to be complicated. All this to say that you're smarter than you are. What's this? And we became the cruelest executioners of ourselves that we might reach your gates. What? Oh, maybe the idea of self-flagellation, like the idea of a self-mutilation. Because we did cut off both of our arms because of the fear and the other things, right? And the fear and the doubt in order to try and, you know, build faith within ourselves as that voice in our head told us to, right? Maybe that's what the game is trying to like say. And maybe that's why we're here, suffering the way that we do, you know? This is classic suffering. TBH, you should just learn 3JS, so it can be useful for a job or something. No, but then think about this, right? If you learn things only because they're useful for jobs, are you really living your life? Or are you living your life on the corporation's terms? Do you really want to be a corporate cuck? No, I don't think so. Have you ever seen a happy corporate cuck? I've never. You're a corporate slave. I'm not a corporate cuck, I'm a corporate slave. Get it right, streamer. And you know what? Good on you. We need people like you to pay taxes so that people like me can live a good life. Would you rather be a corporal cuck than a poor freelancer? Holy shit. Wait. Chad corporal versus virgin freelancer. I like that distinction. That's a funny distinction. Because that's a distinction that feels like a meme almost, right? It's like, it feels like a psyop from a corporation trying to convince you to like get a real job. It feels like a psyop from your parents trying to convince you to get a real job. Like, son, do you want to be a virgin freelancer who never makes money, can't buy a 9-piece feast combo whenever they want to, and probably is single? Or would you rather be a Chad corporal cuck? Who, sure, they're being cucked, but at least they can eat it after, right? At least they get a meal at the end. And if you don't know what I mean by the meal thing, then you haven't seen enough NTR stuff. What the fuck? So in NTR, there's a very common theme where they eat stuff at the end. You can jump off walls. I didn't realize. Huh? Wait, maybe we can do like a wall bounce somewhere. If I can jump off a wall and climb up that. Could be good. It's a little scary. Also, normal mode only giving you 3 lives is a little tense, actually. Maybe we should have done an easier mode. Because I kind of want to... This game is really cool, and the environments are really nice. And I didn't realize, but the maps are extremely variable. Because the way that we went, there was another way to the left. And in fact, a lot of the ways that we've gone so far, there's been a lot of variation in how we could have gone, and we've only decided to go these ways in the set. Anyways, yeah, if you want to know more about that practice, just ask the mod. she'll be the source of all your information on that topic. The key must be somewhere here. And now it's a dark puzzle room. This game isn't very scary. But in terms of like execution and concept, this is a really good game. It's a surprisingly solid platformer. It's a very dynamic platformer, actually. It feels like it feels almost like a proto Mirror's Edge with a lot less wall climbing, which I think is good for the game because the wall climbing can get a little annoying in Mirror's Edge. Whereas this is like fun. Got to go for a bit, hopefully to catch you later. Don't worry, you will find me later. And have a good day, and thanks for showing up. You can leave anytime you want. You could leave, and you could even say that, you know, you don't want to come back anymore. And I'd still be okay with that. Find you in the walls. Find you in the walls, streamer. The priest goes this way because he was told so. Well, no, but it's the only way available. What? It's not because I was told so. It's the only way. It's the only way out. He believes that he can accomplish what he's set to do. No, but I am accomplishing it. I'm not doing something wrong, am I? I'm doing pretty good, and I'm finding relics. The priest imagined himself to be first after God. No, I didn't. I didn't imagine myself to be first after God. Wait, what? It seems like... Isn't that hubris? You know what is hubris? It's hubris to believe that you can make your own low-level things. Like when you learn web GPU, it's hubris to believe that you can do something akin to the people who make say the Amethyst, I think it's the game engine in the Rust, where you would even use web GPU, right? So when you learn things like web GPU or you learn things like OpenGL, it's like, why are you doing that? It's hubris to even believe that you can make something akin to a game engine using all that low-level knowledge, because the low-level knowledge is still too high-level for you. And that's the reality of life. The reality is we should all just give up. Crouch midair to increase the priest's gravitational pull towards the ground. Oh, I see. So when you crouch, you can pull yourself to the ground to keep sliding faster. So you don't have to time your jumps. I see. I'd rather just do more slides. Guide? So now we give more slides. Maybe if it didn't click already, you shouldn't try. Yes, thank you for understanding. Thank you. That's the mindset. That's the mindset of a true programmer, is when you know when to give up. Just give up. No, but there is also this like thought of okay, well that was a complete disaster. there is the possibility that it would click. You just need to give yourself a bit more time, and you need to give yourself some more. You need to revamp the way that you think about the problem. I did not know I could break that down. What's this? Upon new tablets, we write the future in the sweet blood of the faithless. What? Oh, these are bodies. Oh my god. Wait, these are bodies. There's tons of them. They've all been consumed by the mushroom on the blood, and they use the blood of them to write these things. Oh my god. No, it's over. No, it's over. Just give up. You know what, Mod? You should do an ASMR. You should do an ASMR of like an abusive boss or something. Because she's actually very abusive, you know? Like, you'll say hi to her. Like, I'll just go into Discord and I'll be like, hey man, what's up? And then she goes, shut up, you cocksucker. And it just works, you know? She's a very naturally mean person. And then she has the audacity to like say, oh, you're so mean to me. But yeah, no, look, you'll get it eventually, okay? Just keep at it, and then, you know what it is? Maybe the best way to learn is to see examples, like real life examples. You should just work on a real project. Because I think if you just do, you know, the examples in the tutorial, I don't think you'll ever get it. I think it's actually better for you to actually work on, like, say, like a real use of it in 3JS or in like a real game engine. In my mind, that's the best way to learn things, is to actually try and apply the knowledge. Instead of like trying to like learn piecemeal from like one tutorial to the next, and then you try to learn it based on like a fundamental concept thing. That never works, in my mind. You just have to go all in, okay? Apply to work on the game engine. Be like, I have web GPU experience, lie, and then you just keep on, and then you just keep on doing it. Priest false the last time we wore hero's name. I don't know. Whoever you are. He believes he brings salvation. Just lie. But every echo in this cave reminds us life has already been defeated. This is a very surprisingly dark game. And you know what? It's the best way to tell the story, because you're not really busy listening to the story. You can just focus on playing the game, which is admittedly a really good platforming game. Now, the Faithless are nothing more than torn mouths screaming in silence. This is a really solid game. But yeah, maybe just lie. Because you're lying to yourself right now. So you might as well lie to others in order to get more experience, right? If you're gonna lie, you might as well lie all the way, right? Just lie. I should never try to help people. I think if I help people, I think people will be more depressed than anything. Because it's like, oh, like now I should lie, and then you like give up on the things. Like it just doesn't feel good. But am I wrong? Am I wrong? No. Also, this game is very fast, actually. I'm really enjoying the flow of this. I know it doesn't seem like I'm enjoying the flow because I'm just talking, but this gameplay flow is insanely good. The way that you move around the maps feels nice. And you go fast. Like, you can get kind of crazy with it. Holy shit, especially in a large open map like this. Like, look at this. What is this? This is cool. The visuals of this game, the aesthetic, the feeling of everything, and then the feeling of your character almost like going mad in their pilgrimage, right? In their pilgrimage to find and commune with the gods. Like that, this is a really cool concept. And then the scale of the maps matches too, and the complexity of how you move about them. It's actually a really fun platforming challenge. Surprisingly solid game. I say as I keep dying. That's nice. I just thought that would be a secret, but no. But yeah, if you ever feel bad about it, just know that I gave up on it too. And if you think I'm a good programmer, then, you know, you've been lied to. But if you don't think that I'm a good programmer, then maybe you still think that you have a chance. But let me tell you right now, even if I'm a bad programmer, which I am, you're worse. So just give up. A lot of things too, I've noticed a lot of things in technology, it's they're made for people who already know what to do, if this makes sense. Like, it's like the people who made web GPU, they made it for GPU and like graphics programmers. So it's like GPU like creators, like the hardware, as well as graphics programmers who needed the tools to be able to work on actual graphics things. So in my mind, the reason why it's so complicated is because you had to be there from day one to understand a lot of the reasons why. So you had to build. So if you want to understand intuitively why something is done, you have to be there since day one to understand why. And then if you don't really care about that, but you still want to know how to do it, a lot of that knowledge is sort of like built up from core concepts that you learn in other places. Like it's very hard for you to get the knowledge that you need specifically from learning web GPU, because a lot of it came from other sources initially. Okay. Crying inside. That's such a sad crying face. Don't cry, Chad. Chad, are you sad? Do you want me to bring back the Gooner girlfriend? You want to hear nice words from the Gooner girlfriend again? Oh, Mod. Holy shit. Okay, Mod, if I write a script, would you voice act? With a Mod, you have a voice. Can I pitch a concept to you for an ASMR video, and then you're too shy for that. Yeah, but like think about how funny it would be. please, I'm begging you, it'd be so funny, please. No, I'm not gonna ask her. She's crazy. I'm not gonna ask her. She's insane. Like she would do it, but she'd also ruin it. You know what I mean? I need you because there's like an apprehension to it, and then which I think is gonna be even funnier. Please no, that would make me even more sad. Don't bring back the Gooner girlfriend, please God, no, please. I don't want to see the Gooner girlfriend ever again. What do you mean you don't want to talk to your Gooner girlfriend? You don't want to hear her talk about the fact that she doesn't shower? And she's begging you not to leave her because she doesn't shower? That's crazy talk. Don't you want to smell her again? Yeah, I need somebody who can give off a sense of like, oh God, like it's specifically that sense of what am I saying and what am I doing here that I need, right? But she doesn't work out, so she doesn't smell. That's crazy. That's crazy that you said that she's a fat. That's actually crazy. I'm gonna tell her. She's making fun of you live on stream. Can I make that jump? Maybe, right? No, I cannot. So, is there only one way here? I mean, the map is so huge that it makes me wonder. With the God Wings, there has to be some secrets that I'm not finding. And you know what? With the God Wings, I really want to redo the game. So we're gonna beat the game once. We redo the game with the God Wings. I feel like there's a lot of secrets hiding, and a lot of really cool shortcuts too that we can use to optimize time. Granted, I'm not gonna try to hit any leaderboard stuff, but I can see the potential in this. And the controls really do feel nice too. Like it feels like you have good control over how you're moving, especially the slide. Though I will say this. The slide not really being based on where you're facing, but based on your WASD is a little hard. Fat and clean or smelly and fit. Choose your poison. Fat and clean or smelly and fit. Smelly and fit. Because it's the same thing as... Okay, but it's the same thing as like... Do you want to be smart and ugly or an idiot and beautiful? Right? It's like you choose smelly and fit because people wouldn't... Like, it's a bit like Liver King. People don't care if you smell like shit. If you don't shower because they think that you're cool. I'm gonna pee. I thought of a new poison, okay? Bad programmer, but you have a good life. Like you have like a partner who loves you. Your family loves you and treats you very, very well. Or God programmer, but your life is awful and like no one cares about you and everyone hates you. And it's not even justified hate. It's just they just hate you. Which will you choose? That's a tough one, because it's like, I think a lot of the huge tech billionaires probably chose that choice of like God programmer, but none of them are really good at it, and no one likes them. I think they chose that choice. So you can see the effect playing out in real life right now, right? Although some people do enjoy that, so maybe I don't know. Like it's like some people still worship that stuff. So maybe it's not that bad. Because think about this is the thing, right? Because again, sure, you could write lines of code and you could understand the web GPU, or you could go outside and start a family and build a future for yourself and your loved ones, and like change the world and take care of people and like make people happy. And you could like make friends and like talk to people, and you could socialize and you could go to parties and you have a birthday. Which would you rather do, huh? Have you seen the people that work on web GPU? They don't look happy. Actually, they all look very happy. Every single one of them looks happy. Double down on the web GPU. You've chosen correctly. I have noticed like a funny thing about tech is that the people who work on that low level stuff, who like get the opportunity to, they're all very happy while still being talented. It's almost like it's like unfair. It's like, what do you mean? Not only are you happy in life, and not only do you get to work in something cool, and not only are you smart enough to understand what it is, but you're also happy, right? It's like, oh, like not only are you cool, but like you love your life and you live life the way that you want to, irrespective of what people say. And it's like that's just not fair for the rest of us. Please, please have something go poorly. Please have something go poorly for you. There's nothing here. That's crazy. So doubling down on web GPU is actually a smart move, because then think of the happiness in your life, right? You're gonna be talented, smart. You're gonna know so many things, right? People are going to respect you for what you do. People will talk to you. They'll want to talk to you because of what you know. I actually don't know if that's true. I feel like people who talk to people because of what they know actually like are talking to them to complain to them. But I digress. That's probably just a problem. I'm giving you mixed signals because I'm giving myself mixed signals. I don't know what to believe in anymore, chat. I don't know what to believe in anymore. Do we give up or do we keep going? Do we give up or do we keep going? I don't know. Maybe it's not that bad, chat. Maybe we could find happiness in this life. We could find happiness by doing things like, yeah, just web GPU stuff. Maybe it's a viable thing to do. Also, I see how so I was a bit confused about how the movement speed stacking works, but now I know. The movement speed stacking is a very particular mechanic where you have to keep stacking it by actually going at it full speed. Then you actually stack up speed, which lets you fly pretty far. If you do from here and then you stack up here and then you stack up here, you can go really, really far. Like I could go to the right side if I do it properly here. And it feels really good to do. You have to hold control though. Like you have to hold the button. You can't just tap it. So it's a choice of you holding it. Or maybe you can just tap it. I don't know. Oh, you can also tap it. Okay, so it also works. But yeah, just figure it out and then let me know how it goes. That way I know whether or not to invest in it too. If you get invited to like a Matrix group, please let me know, right? Then I'll know if it's worth it. See, that's why I'm glad that I've decided to step away from that side of things. Not like tech, but just the idea of like an ever-changing, evergreen field. Not to say that like, oh, ye olden day stuff is good. I think the new stuff really does do a lot of really cool things. Like, web GPU does a lot of really good things really, really well. And has a lot of good ideas behind the concept. But my brain can't handle it. Right? I like sticking to the same old things every single day. Maybe that's a good ASMR thing. Chat, ASMR, but it's like your old family member telling you about how life used to be so simple. And they used to do nothing all day long. And they used to be happy. And like telling you to like live your life the way that you want to. But also like don't feel like you have to do everything. And then they're telling you that, you can be happy in life too. And that you don't have to keep chasing the next big thing. You have to keep up. You don't have to keep up with the Joneses, right? That could be a good ASMR thing, concept. This map is killing me. Change blesses. Forget the sprints. I need God's wings. God's wings are here. So now I have a dash jump, which is what? Wait, what? Level 1, 12. Level 1, 2. Wait, what? Oh, I see. First level, second level. So first level... What? Level 1. Level 1, 1. Level 1, 2. I get double jump now. Wait, that's sick. I'm so much slower. Oh my god, I'm so slow. But you know what? I'll take it for the safety, because now I can do stuff like this. It's way easier. And I could do that ASMR. I wouldn't have to hire the mod. It's funny actually, because the mod sometimes says like, "Hey, have you made like when am I gonna get paid?" I'm like, when I get paid. So far we've made zero money. And so I can't hire her to do voice work. I can do my own. That's good. Also, wait. How are you trying to learn the thing, actually? Are you actually trying to make a project with it? Maybe what you need to do is you need to make a project. Like, I know it sounds weird to do a project, because it's like, okay, would you do something that complicated initially, right? But I think that's what you need to do. Because I think without seeing the results of your work and without seeing what's possible with it, I think that level of disconnect is too far. At least for me, I find it helps a lot if I can get to a point where I can work with things and like understand intuitively how to use things, if that makes sense. And boy, is it useful to know things like, oh, you know, doing this thing will cause this effect to happen. Almost died there. Okay, still almost died. This is really dangerous. You're trying to make your project, but you didn't understand what you were writing. Oh, like you were picking up the syntax and you were writing it out from documentation, but you didn't get why it did what it did. I get what you mean. Yeah. I get what you mean. Have you thought about giving up? I'm just kidding. Just keep going back and forth on it. Like, I don't want to give up. Please, just give me one clear signal, please. I just need one clear signal, please. I'm begging you. No, but yeah, that's hard. That bit there where it's like you are doing it, so you can do it functionally, like you can get it done, but you don't understand why it's happening. That's hard. Priest no longer remembers who he is and why all this is happening. Why do you keep talking about my dementia? I know I don't remember things. Leave me alone. Not a soul around. I know I don't remember things. Just leave me alone. I've never remembered things. Wait, because everyone is dead and walking around like ghosts? What do you mean everyone's dead? Everyone that I know is dead and gone? What? Also, I'm surprised that the mod is even here, because she usually vomits on these games. Where do I move? That's one key. I can go over there. He's watching me from there, but where is the final blessing? There should be a piece of a relic somewhere close by, and I bet you it's in one of these little corners somewhere. I haven't really been doing a good job of showing off this game or the last game that we played, but this game is really good. The platforming aspect alone, and the way that they set up these levels, and you see the corruption slowly building up, right? The environmental storytelling is very, very good. But then you also have the fact that it's a bit like an exploration game of you trying to find the relics early on, and then you can come back to optimize time. Like, there's so many different things that I see here where it's like, I can see how I could optimize time here, that it makes you want to come back for more. It's a really well-designed game. I know it looks very simple, but honestly, the execution of these concepts is very high level. It's solid. Great stuff. You're listening while you look at other stuff. That's how you don't vomit. You want to play Pikmin. Oh yeah, she was talking to me about how she has Pikmin, 4? And it's on hold for about, like 2 months or something, you said? A very long time. She might not get to play it until 2026. Which is kind of funny. You can probably even finish the project if you really tried, but at the end you wouldn't be able to improve it because you don't know what is actually happening and where are the pitfalls. Maybe that's fine. Maybe you're being too harsh on yourself, and maybe you just have to let yourself go with the idea of like you have to understand everything. Maybe it'll come over time intuitively. Because I will say this, I've made many a thing where it's like, I know that I won't be able to fix it again because I don't know what to do with it, right? Because I won't really understand it, but that's okay because it's like when you make it, as long like it's like layers. Like when you do it the first time, you have a high level understanding. Then when you go back to read it, then you have a low level understanding, right? You should just let yourself fail. Let yourself be free of the idea that it has to be perfect the first time, right? Then I think you're gonna be okay. You pick with 1 and 2 and hold. Really? Oh, you're gonna play them in order? That's brave. I would never even bother. I would just be like, all right, I'm just gonna skip to 4. You also need file and structure management, which is really important when you make an engine. You know what? Especially that, I would argue, don't even bother with that yet. As in, like, I actually think that that's the one pitfall that people do is like, it is important, but not yet. You know what I mean? Like, you can wait to do it, and you can actually make it a giant mess, and you can just make it shitty for now because you can eventually fix it later. I think if you get too deep in the weeds and you try to make it perfect initially, I think you can feel, you know, it can feel a little difficult for you in terms of, you know, being able to work within the system that you've made, because then it's like everything has to be done. It's like you then it's you. Do you ever wish you could you wish? Do you ever wish you could you wish you? His flesh trembles because it knows what awaits it. What I'm trying to say is, it understood this before his soul. My flesh trembles before my soul. I know what awaits me, but my body does, but not my soul. It's like, do you really need to have the perfect structure initially? Not really. It's something that can change over time. Like, it's tedious to change it after, right? But you can take, and I fall for this problem a lot, you can take the moment to just work on it, even if it's imperfect, and you can make it better over time. You don't have to do it right away. It's possible to start off bad and end up good, right? Please see Bad Bad Not Good, a band that talks about this concept heavily. They wouldn't call themselves Bad Bad Not Good if it wasn't good to be bad. Bad bad. If it's not bad, it's not bad bad. It's not bad to be bad. Not good. I'm having an aneurysm. I'm having an aneurysm. I could totally make that jump if I had the air dash or something. Or if I slid with more speed. But losing all the other blessings just for double jump, like, it is handy, but you are so slow. But yeah, just I would argue you should actually just get it done as much as you need to, right? Get as much of the complexity out as much as you need to with something like file management and like the structure, and then just go for it and just start doing it. Don't even bother with the idea of like, oh, it has to be perfect or something, or it has to look a certain way. Just go straight for the idea of, oh yeah, this is good enough, and I can work with this as it is. Because that's where I think a lot of the value comes from. Because honestly, how do you even know what's good, right? You're gonna iterate on it over time anyways. Our hearts burn within black fire, and our lungs filled with poisonous ash. Glory be to you. Whose name will I whisper when my pain becomes unbearable? Huh. It's like the fox in a fox trench, or like a no atheist in the foxhole thing. I don't get it. I don't get it. Wait. Okay, just keep walking forward. Okay, just keep walking forward. Okay. Walk forward. Just keep walking forward. Okay, just keep walking forward. I guess the real question is, do you want to spend 2 years doing it? It could even, yeah, I mean, that's also a big question too. But I always think the answer is no. So, why MMV? But I've given up on a lot of projects just because I feel like the amount of time it would take to do the thing vastly outweighs the benefits that I would get from it. Like, even a lot of the game ideas that I have, I'm just like, yeah, I could spend X amount of years on this to make it really good. But the game idea as a whole just doesn't really appeal to me. Because there is a real cost of opportunity of like, you know what it is? I've had this thought actually recently too, this idea of, and really this is a great game to talk about this, because even this This game is approaching this idea and questioning the idea of what is faith in a world that is so cruel that faith seems almost meaningless. It's sort of a fascinating spot to talk about this, but you only have X amount of years to do Y amount of things. As in, you don't have infinite amounts of time to do everything that you want to do. So it's like, how do you choose what you want to do? I don't know. But that's a hard question that I'm like, I feel like I need to know the answer to it. But it's like, yeah, it's like, do you choose to do this or that? I don't really know, but you can't do everything. You can only do a handful of things. You can't do every single thing that you want to do. We await you, tearing at our faces with our nails. Would you whisper? We whisper your name through our broken teeth. There's a blessing, there's a piece of a relic underneath there as well. I can't reach. But again, it's also trying to equate some value to it that's like monetary, which I don't think is also good too. I can't believe it died. Because there's also the reality that like, you can do things not for monetary sake, and you can just do things because you want to, right? And I think that's fine. I think it's fine to just do things because you want to for the heck of it. And I think it's actually worth it not to think about it in terms of cost benefit, but to only see it as a benefit. Because really, what else are you gonna do with your 2 years of time? Everyone here is a gooner. You think anybody here is being productive with their time? No. No. Everybody here is just gooning. If you weren't doing that, you'd be at home jerking off. So you might as well just, work on it. What did I call you? Hey, look, it's if you think I'm talking about you, it means that you are a gooner. You self-reported yourself. How often do you goon? I goon every day. You're a narcissist. I know you are. Everything's about you. That's good. But I know you are. I think every good moderator should be a narcissist. Right? I think if you're not a narcissist, it's too easy to manipulate you. And I think it's too dangerous to have a weak moderator. The stronger the mental of a moderator and like the more ego that you have, the better you are at your job. But the gooning thing is a bit of a risk. Because it's like, what if you all of a sudden decide like, hey, this person, I should ban them, but I want to goon. So it's like, and then it's like, okay, well now the whole thing's over. You're a Chad moderator. Sure. Yeah. Yeah, Chad moderator. Yeah. Chad. I can't believe she actually believes that. I don't get that room at all. Just something about that room just messes with me. This level is actually a lot more complicated. Maybe I just get through this level, and we get the powers later. Maybe we go back and we farm some blessings, because the speed is really the pain point here. What if I just go to the main menu? I continue, and I go back to this one, and we get more speed. Because I do want to see... Actually, this one doesn't really give me anything, but I did want to see whatever... Can I go back up there? What's that? Well, that's me! That's my ghost! But then again, after like 2 years, if you say you program in web GPU, you will seem like a Chad. Well, yeah, but it's like you also have to smile, right? So it's like, can you say it while smiling, or will they notice that you're under duress, right? You can actually escape. I think you can. I think you can escape. Like if you say it while you smile, then sure. I think it's then I think it's doable. But if you say it and then you don't smile and you start to cry, then I think it's sort of like, it defeats the point. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Chat on the outside, but you're thinking in your head, it's a sadness, right? By the way, how do you have the copy pasta of the thought bubbles with you every single time? It's like you have it on demand. How do you do that? You just type it. What? You have small circle? How do you type small circle? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, it's a period and just a circle. Oh, I thought it was like a fancy glyph. Oh, oops. Well, now I know. This is the one that I wanted to check out. Actually, I think this was the one with the interesting jump, because that last one was just. This is the one. I want to see what was up here. See, like, this is what I mean by the genius of this game. You can just go back and you can find weird things. Like, maybe there's a secret up there if I can jump up there somehow. That's what 2 years of chatting gives you. Right, the skills to communicate. Communication skills. Yeah. If, does that make you feel happier if I lied to you and say that it's a real skill, or... Because that's the thing. It's like, I don't know if it's a real skill, but, you know, I guess it's useful. I've never seen this before. And we began to depict you as our overlord who never sleeps and always watched. You did get 2 jobs from it. Wait, really? Oh, freelancing jobs. Wait, you're right. Yeah, because didn't you make emotes for that one famous streamer that I think I talk about sometimes because of the recent incident? But also, like... Unless you mean that you're a moderator too, in which case, sorry. Sorry that they're torturing you. You want me to call, like, emergency services to help free you, or, like, something, or... Because we can bust you out of there. we can bust you out of there. To me, moderation as a job feels like you're being held hostage. Well, actually, more than 2, but 2 were tech jobs. Wait, what? Wait. You got a tech job from chatting on Twitch. What? As in, like, people hired you because you were talking in chat? You're lying, right? Like, there's no way. What do you mean? That's crazy. And honestly, kind of, that's pretty impressive that you could that you convinced them. Because the things that you say in my chat, everybody that talks in my chat, I think you're all a little crazy. So it's like, if you can convince someone that, hey, you're hireable, that's impressive. Because what do you use? Like, what do you use? Maybe you don't say the same things in my chat. Maybe you say different things in their chat compared to my chat. You're watching coding streams, and both times they talk about needing a designer. That's crazy. Because you know what it is? You know those, you know the designer bots that show up on the Twitch, and they go, oh, hey, I'm a designer, check out my profile, and then you go, okay, just like do it, right? But you do that, and they need you. It's like you're the best designer bot because you only do it when people need you. And you're like, hi there, I'm a designer, haha. That's actually sick. You psyop them, Chad. You actually psyop them. You psyop them into needing a designer. That's sick. You know, kudos to you, Chad. That's actually, you know, it's actually smart. It's really good. And look at this double jump shortcut. That's the good stuff. Man, I feel so good. Wow. You just can't feel that anywhere else. And now we can go upwards. What's upwards? Why do you think that you're chatting? Why do I think that you're chatting here? Give me a job, streamer. I'm sorry to tell you this. I don't have money for you. This is why I tell people, like, you're free to leave, okay? I have nothing to offer you except disappointment and regret. It's why I tell people, if you don't enjoy the stream, it's better for you to leave because there's nothing here for you. One day. What if, okay, but it'd be sick though, right? What if that's the ultimate cuckoldry? Like, I say that I want to cuck you so hard that I don't even hire you. I hire an entirely different designer to do the work. Like, what would you do? What would you feel? Imagine the pain of knowing that you were there the whole day. You know what I mean? Step by step. And then I say, hey, everyone, I got this designer off Fiverr. It's like, whoa. You would start learning web GPU. I can't rely on these streamers to give me jobs. It's time for me to make my own software. And you know what? That'd be better for you. Maybe you should start now. You know what? I'm going to tell you right now. I will never hire you. I will never hire anybody from this chat. Nobody from this chat has any skills that I need. Programming? I got that. Design? I am that. Gooning? I do that. I do that. We have new power. So now we can dash. So if I right click, I can dash. What the? You did hire your mod though. Well, so it was funny. So she's just a real life friend who I just decided to make a mod because I thought it was funny, right? But she also doesn't do anything. Like, she's actually kind of useless in terms of like moderation. Like, sorry to say, Mod, but you haven't done a single thing for the channel. You've never banned someone. She's never banned someone yet. She hasn't banned a single person yet. So until she bans someone, she hasn't really earned her wage yet. You're trying to make your start in voice acting. He's withholding wages. There's no promise of money whatsoever. None. Is this intended? I think this is intended. That's crazy that you just break out of the level. You got scammed. Well, maybe you should have banned someone. Job market is horrible right now. Oh no, what channels are you gonna moderate for now? No! Now you have to moderate for like a 1 viewer Andy instead of a 2 viewer Andy, me! But at least you'll be happy, you know what I mean? At least you'll finally be free. You can like tell your parents what you do for like a living. You can tell your friends. You can tell your boyfriend that you actually have a real job now, right? Instead of being a moderator. That's what it is, right? Do you want to tell your parents that you got a job from a Twitch stream? I don't think so. I wouldn't trust a single streamer with my child's life. This is an insane sequence break, by the way. But this game is so cool that it lets you do this. Wow. And you can literally skip to the very end. You just don't get games like this. It's hard to say. It's hard to feel it, but like as a platforming experience, this is crazy. The amount of flexibility that you have to go around and just skip everything is really, really high. And it doesn't feel bad when you do so. It feels like you're puzzle solving in a very unique way. It's a very well-made game. Also, it's funny that you talk about the job market, right? Because like, you know what's crazy? I don't think most streamers pay their moderators. I think I'm the only one that's ever talked about the idea of paying a moderator. So if anything, I'm the only person out there that like might potentially pay you. But then if you stick with the channel because of that, it's like you're working for exposure. And do you really want to expose yourself to me? I don't know. I don't think you should expose yourself to anyone, but especially not to me. I can't believe it. Why did I take so long the first time? I guess the first time I was just exploring. It's actually cool that you see a ghost. It's very Mario Kart-like. It's very cool. This whole game is very well made. It takes all the right features from other games, right? Things like the ghost form, and then it gives you even more on top of that with a very unique platforming style, which I think works well. Very well. Just need to find a secret item or something. A couple blessings somewhere, right? Also, Mod, what are you doing? Wait, are you? Is this your day off? Like on the side? What are you doing on the side? Not in life. Not in your life. Yeah, is it your day off? I thought your day off was like on the weekend or something. Also, I didn't know that the door could open. I didn't know that's what a relic room was. Okay. Or that this was a relic room. We filled this temple with infernal flames and blood-stained blades so that the heart of any who entered would tremble. The more they talk about this place, and the more they talk about this temple that we're going through, it seems more like a temple that they're trying to scare people from entering. As if they're trying to fool you into believing that it's a bad place. But it's not a bad place. You're feeding your Pikmin right now. Or you're walking. Where? Please don't tell me you go in public while listening to me. Please don't tell me that you do that. Please tell me that you don't listen to me in the public, and that you're not currently going for your daily walks. That's crazy. It's what I'm afraid of. Because if she does, strangers are hearing me. How else do you share my stream? Oh God, on speaker. Hey guys, check out the streamer that I know. Oh, you know what? You share my stream. You do. She does share my stream. I was reading I was reading this thing about like the psychology of fans, like the psychology of how people get into things like, say, celebrities and stuff. Because I'm learning more about this topic to eventually talk about this idea of like parasociality, right? And yeah, she would be considered a super fan because she's like somebody who is willing to spread the knowledge of the content for nothing. If you share my stream to your friends, they would stop talking to you. Honestly, understandable. Which again, right? That's why I'm asking you. Like, are you sure you want people to know that you work for me? Because it's like, that's not a good thing. It's not a good thing to let people know that like you would work for me, right? If anything, it's a little scary. It's like, oh God, maybe we should call for help. Like, do you want us to call for emergency services, or you know what I mean? Do you work for me, or are you a slave? Yes. Yes. It's all the same. In this channel, it's all the same. But I treat you well, you know? I give you conversation. How often do you talk to people on a daily basis, right? I give you meaningful conversation. And guess what? Conversation, we're social creatures, right? We need conversation in our lives to feel normal. Right? The problem is that you're not normal, so maybe you don't feel the same way. Internship position. But you know what? Maybe it's good that no one here shares my stream. I actually enjoy being a niche person, you know? I enjoy the fact that my stream is basically incomprehensible and not really easy to consume. I enjoy the fact that nobody shows up. There's a peace and a quiet to me just listening to myself, Cap. Please, for the love of God, please, I need money, please. No, if I needed money, I would do something else. Like, I do need money, but like I am doing something else too, so it's like it's not bad. Exclamation mark OF. Okay, but we are gonna do the adult game streams, okay? Like it is a real thing. Because again, some of these adult games look genuinely fun. Some of these adult games actually look like they're really fun. Like, sure, you have sex. Yeah, so what? We all have sex. We have sex every single day. I have sex, you have sex, the mod has sex. Every chat member that comes here has had sex at some point, right? So who cares if they're adult games, but the concept of the adult game is insane. It's like, what do you mean there's a dungeon crawler adult game? What do you mean that there's a Metroidvania adult game? What do you mean you have sex and then you go slay demons? Like, that's absurd. No, you're unmarried. Oh, you're someone who doesn't believe in premarital. I see. You're getting cucked by God, is what you're saying. You're being cucked. You're being cucked by the social system of marriage. You're being cucked by society. Imagine being cucked by society. Imagine never feeling the feelings of, I don't know what you're into. Please tell me I got every single thing. Society mean to me. What? There's one more? Where? Where's the final one? It has to be outside the map then. It has to be somewhere else outside the map. We're gonna explore outside the map. Yeah, see? That's why we're gonna do the adult game stream. I am sad that Twitch doesn't really have like a like, it's weird to say, but I kind of do wish that Twitch did have like its own separate section for like super adult games, so you could do things that aren't just Cyberpunk, but like you could also do games that are like just straight up like adult games. Because again, it's like the perfect platform to do these weird concepts. Because these games are weird, man. Again, a Metroidvania that's also just a porn game is such an insane concept to me. And yet, it makes so much sense when you see it. An adventure game RPG with Slay the Spire combat that happens to have you sucking penis and like eating out and also eating people out. That's you can't get any better. You can't get any better. It's actually a shame that you can't play it. Where is this item? Oh, I think I know what the final blessing is. It's not anywhere here. I think the final blessing is specifically in one of the hidden portions of the level as you go downwards. I think I missed some obvious section where you're supposed to go down. You're supposed to get the relic there. Which means I'm not good enough to do it yet. If I'm not good enough to do it, we simply go somewhere else. We get the relic at the roots. This one has to be doable. And it's a fun level, because it's just a giant entryway. And double jump plus thing means I can actually go around now. It has to be over here on the left side. If we climb this thing, I bet you it's these two roots. And also, the level being called Roots, it's kind of cool to see it being named Roots. I didn't realize, but that meaning is interesting. Like, this is the root of the structure now. Because we go from the base level of the temple, which is, you know, all built out to contain and to, you know, worship something. And the game's story talks about the containment and the ways that they built the structure to scare people off, right? But this is where we start to see something akin to buildings, almost. Like those buildings over there, they look like apartment buildings. And never mind, it's right here. Okay, maybe it's all accessible without any powers. Maybe it's doable. But now that we get to the roots, now it's like, okay, you're not just seeing the structure that is built around the thing, whatever this thing is, whatever Satan really is, but you're actually seeing, in many ways, the core of Satan. That's cool. I love Satan. I don't think there's a way on top of that. So maybe it's on the right side branch, I'm not sure. By the way, that idea of society being mean to you, that's why you can't, you know, that's why you can't have sex. That's basically the idea of why goonies exist. it's literally the reason why people goon in many ways. Not to say that, like, you deserve sex, you know what I mean? Not to say that anyone deserves sex, but, like, just the idea of, like, you know, you can't contain it, and it's like, I got a goon! That's the idea behind why goonerism is such a strong force in the world. If you could harness it, you could change the world. I really hope that the developers of this game aren't watching me. It's actually the fear that today of all days, I mean recently too, I really hope the people who make these games don't watch me and listen to me, because, you know, I don't think it's healthy for them to. I don't think it's healthy for them to. I think it's better if they just stay away. And they live their lives and they, you know, go blissfully unaware of my existence. Well, I try to find this one last piece of a blessing. Just so I can have some power. I just need to find it somewhere. Somewhere. Maybe it is further down. And also it's actually interesting to see because it's a different type of root. The tree is growing out from the temple, but then the tree is moving towards the mycelium, the mushroom. Which is weird. I see it, it's right there. Is that it? I think so. Maybe. It's almost like whatever is trying to break in is using us to like build a footpath towards whatever's deeper inside. But wherever we came from is its own being, its own structure. And maybe that's why they keep talking about this idea of the priest just keeps going. The priest believes that he chose it, but it's trying to instill doubt in your mind. But then it's an interesting concept too, because the idea of the devil and Satan, the classical idea of, you know, of who the devil is and what they do. The classical idea is that they're trying to sow doubt within you in order to get you to break, because they want humanity to fail. It's, oh my god, it's like a no-fap ASMR video. Oh my god. Wait, the devil makes like a no-fap ASMR Gooner video. where it's trying to get you to break and to submit. Oh my god. It all makes sense now. It's all related. It has the exact same structure too. It's like if you read the Bible, it's the exact same structure. It's like the devil's trying to make you, fail and submit so that you can eventually, lose yourself and then God can, and then you can lose your faith because you've submitted to your, to your sins. Oh my god. Wait a minute. What if Gooners were sent by the devil to get the humans to sin? To get the humans to sin, the devil sent Gooners to the world. Oh, succubi. Think about it. Why does sexy succubi exist? Because they're here to mislead us, to guide us down the wrong path. How many times have you jerked off today, chat? One too many. Call now for a free consultation with our church today. We'll help free you from the devil's grip. And we'll buy back all of your sex toys at 50% of retail cost. That's how committed we are to the idea of freeing you from the devil's grip. Wait, the devil's grip is a good sex toy name. Oh man, there's a whole. I think I'm onto something here. Make sex toy called the devil's grip. Sell it as if the devil themselves are trying to convince you to goon. Boom, profit. Where is this relic? I said the exploration was fun, but a lot of this game, it feels like you're trying to find a point of interest. Whereas I think like a normal exploration game, it would just feel like you want to go towards points of interest. So it's like a different methodology to it. This one feels a little frustrating in that I know that there's a point of interest somewhere that I need for the objective of getting more power, but I can't find it. I need it. I want it now. Somewhere here, I want it now. I just saw it. I think I just saw it. I think it's right. I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. There's nothing here. What? So, where's the blessing? Where's the relic? Where is it? Where is the long arm of God? Where is he? God, where are you? Please speak to me. The devil is all around me, and he wants me to goon. I can't help myself, God, I'm sorry. But there was one over there before, so maybe there's one per section. So this is a 3-section map. So we got the one at the beginning section. There's one in this section. There's also this section. But this section doesn't go anywhere, so I don't know. It kind of does, actually. Oh, I see it. Wait, I swear I see it. Down there. Did I waste my time? But at the same time, is it a waste of time if I now understand the story more? I don't think so. Because maybe now we're entering the devil's society. I see it. It has a twinkle. Okay, so all of them have a twinkle. You just need to look for the twinkle. You know what? It was worth it. Like we got a cool piece of lore out of it. To make that jump somehow. My balls tense up every single time I make such a massive jump. Holy shit. Finally! What the hell is that relic? The Rod of Lunacy. Global? Yoda Accord. Pro Sales Alex. Pro Sales? Like, what, you make sales? What? Mordred Heart 91. Vladimir Lore? Okay, no joke. We're playing his collection of games after, so it's kind of crazy to see his name here. Mexinic. God, what a good game. Okay, so now everything except for towers, I think we have enough powers to get the speed that we need to go. I don't need the dash. I just need double jump because we can go like this. That's good. Okay, we can do this. Way easier now too. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh yeah. Oh my god. Okay, maybe we do need the dash. That was really close. That was really close. No! I see what I need to do. I need to get Look at this. Okay, that's crazy. You get so much airtime. I can break out of the map ASAP now. Wow. I wonder if there's secrets, because it's one thing to have the relics, but I wonder if there's secrets even beyond the relics. Could there be more things that we can break? Because I know for sure at the beginning of the game, we can go back inside the entrance, and I wonder if there's something there. But we could even skip this whole section here if I wanted to. I don't need to do the tower. I can just go up here. I can just climb this. We can play a whole different game. This is sick. I can just choose to break the game, play a whole different section of the game, go my own way. And look at the speed build up. This is nuts. And there's only a couple of invisible walls right there. That's the only one that I've seen so far. Otherwise, you go as fast as you want. What a great game. That's how you know that this game is good. That the routing in this game, even though it feels like it's unintentional, you eventually realize very quickly that the game wants you to do something like this. It's the way that the game is designed. That's the beauty of this game. The game is designed as a very competent, very engaging, very interesting platformer that actually has you thinking about, okay, well, sure, I can go through the map over here, but I can also go this way too. There's all sorts of ways. What a great game. And now, I can even think about how I'm going to get that item. Which I don't actually think I can. So, some of these items I can't get until I get the double dash. But at least the jump is going to help me clear this section now, which is that was the problem before. Like, look at this speed! Oh, man. It's like a whole different game. Really, the double jump feels like a bait in terms of you don't even need the double jump. What you really need is the speed to be able to move through the map first. It's the versatility of the thing that really feels good. I don't know what I'm doing here. What? Oh! It aims towards me. That one aims outside. Oh, okay. Okay, good? Oh, shit. This one is a one wall, okay. Oh, we're good. You just don't get that feeling in any other game. Such a good platform. Wow. And again, continuing with the idea of the aesthetic, you really get to see more and more of the story play out. There was a lot of humans here. They were all sort of being torn apart, used in some ritual to do something. I don't even know how I slid through that entire room. Oh my god, I made it again. If I didn't have the slide, it'd be over. Holy shit, what the hell is that? I love when games use the motif of a snake. We see it a lot in East Asian cultures too. Something about the idea of snakes being, you know, obviously they're, you know, a lot of them are scary and bad for you, but some of them aren't too bad. Some of them are just pretty cute. But it's just the idea that they're here and they can, and that they're slithering through this place, and that it's like you have to ride the beast almost. It's interesting that it has this motif of you have to be on top of the beast and you have to ride the beast along this pathway in order to find your way through. As if it's like you're on top of the serpent, and the serpent representing things like, you know, different sins like lies and stuff like that. Or like deceit and like poison, and then, you know, general ideas of toxicity. That's cool. It's a very striking image too, to have the snake have no end and no beginning. I think it's a good decision too, because if you saw the head of the snake and the tail, it would feel like it ends, right? But the endlessness of it, that's what really sells you on the idea of it being something much more abstract and terrifying. What a sick stage. Every single stage has been amazing. And we got everything. What? Wait, so what was the thing on the floor? That's not right, is it? There's a whole thing where there's a thing on the floor. What? There was a thing on the floor. I swear there was a thing on the floor. Is that a whole separate thing? Because even the level that I'm looking at now, really examining the level, it's actually a whole different level design. There's spikes on that side, there's spikes on this side. It's an entirely different level. We've only gone through a small section of it. And if I'm correct, we can probably continue on by doing this. If I go over here, and I just continue down here, that temple, for instance, I don't think we went through. And this is the outside of the snake itself. Oh, shit. See? The idea of you going out of bounds to find things, and it uses that as part of the gameplay. Oh, shit, there's a whole different level! This game is sick. This game is such a good platforming game. Oh my god. Hey, you know what, chat? I think you'd really love this. I think if you enjoy speedrunning games, especially, this is your jam. Like, see that? The hell is that thing? It's different from the normal relic that we have. Like, this feels like a game made for speedrunners. You know what I mean? By speedrunners for speedrunners. But with its own unique twist to it, too. Like, a lot of very cool, unique twists that I think work very well. You actually hate jams. Wait, like... Oh, as in, like, this is your jam? Sorry. That's good. I also do agree, though. I think of the flavor profiles, jam is one of the worst ones. Like, I enjoy when I need sweetness and I have nothing left. But I would rather chocolate. Like, I would rather something like a... Sorry, I'm so gassy. I would rather have something like a whatchamacallit? Like a Nutella. Yeah, like a nice Nutella is good. But like a normal, I don't know, jam? Yeah. I get that sentiment. It doesn't really taste good. It's annoying too, because like they're usually very thick, so you have to like you have to unthicken them too, which is kind of the pain point too. How do I get that thing? So... No! No! Okay, it's definitely something there. This whole level, you know what? If we're gonna do this and we're gonna break out of bounds anyways, we might as well go all the way. Maybe there's something that I can find as part of this level to help me. And if I can do it here, again, I can do it on any other level. This is not the only level that I could do this on. It just happens to be that this is your first... I think this level is probably your first introduction to the idea of there's more than meets the eye to the rest of the... What did I just pick up? Now these are hot sex pants. Oh man, I'm so sex. Oh god, I'm so sex. Oh wow. Hey baby, you like the way that my threads look? Don't I look so fly? Oh yeah, I know you're into this. I look so cool. So sexy. I'm dead. Maybe I can slide upwards. Oh wait, you're a genius. Right, I've never actually tried that yet. Especially at high speed, like I should try that. But first, over here. First, we're gonna try to get over to this piece. Okay, well, do I lose my pants? No, I lost my pants! I gotta go back to the store and buy some new pants. But you're right. I think we can slide upwards because we were able to kind of over in other zones, so we might be able to here as well. Also, I swear there's like a bunny hopping thing. Am I crazy or no? Or am I doing just the accidental slide thing over and over? Let's see if I can do upwards. You kind of can. It's a little complicated, but I think you can. I can even make it up there, and we'll see what's up there. Ooh, that's a good tip, chat. It's almost like you've played this game before. You haven't played this game before, have you, chat? Actually, it is funny to think about that. I don't think anyone's played this game. So this game, it's actually sad to see because the developer of the game, okay, Padober Interactive, we're playing multiples of their games this Halloween too. And so we're playing a lot of like now we're getting into. I saved the best for last in terms of like the games that I really wanted to check out across all of Halloween. So this next week is gonna be good. You made the game. Kat, I made the game. It's my game. Do you think developers get mad when we joke about that stuff? Like, hey, you didn't make the fucking game, I did. Or are they memers like us? Do developers have feelings like us? It's like, whoa, buddy, whoa. Whoa. Look, wow. Huh? What is this? Wait, maybe that's how you get that thing over there. Because isn't the secret somewhere? The secret is not here. I'm on the wrong side. No, they're dead inside after 5 years of development. Just get 40 downloads on Steam. So true, though. And again, crazy that they only get 4 downloads or something on the 40 downloads. Because this game is genuinely... there's only 100 reviews, which I think is terrible. Because it's like... Again, I'm not talking over the game because the game is bad. I'm talking over the game because there's something wrong with me, right? But the game is amazing, because again, imagine, you play the game, you think that you're done, you're just going down these linear levels, but if you keep an eye open, you actually realize that there's more to the experience than you could ever realize. And the game is designed around that fact. The game is designed around the fact that you're supposed to notice these secrets. You're supposed to notice the fact that you can see through these lines. And again, I think it fits the theme of the game too, because it feels like the theme of the game is similar to the idea of see through their lies, right? Because let's say Satan isn't lying to us. I'm just gonna say this. I don't think Satan's that bad of a guy. Maybe he's not lying to us. Maybe Satan's been trying to help us the whole time. Okay? And Satan says, you know, the priest doesn't know why he's here. You're right. I don't know why the fuck I'm here. Right? My day off. It's a working holiday. Yeah. So why am I here? What is it that I don't understand about my purpose in this world? This is what you have to understand. And then you see through the lies. The lies, chat. The lies. It's like when someone tells you that they love you. That's a lie. It's like when they say that you have a future. That's a lie. It's like when they say that you can find happiness in life. That's a lie. This is the truth. This is the only truth left in your life. This. Everything else is a lie. Give yourself to the game. And it's a really nice lie. It's a really fun lie. Because it's really fun to play. And now you just fly over. Ooh. Okay, well that's a lie. That's a lie? I was trying to jump onto that thing. Okay, so I think the goal is to get over to that door, and I can do that door very easily by going over here. And even there's even things over here that I kind of want to get to too, but you need the slide speed. So it's like you need enough points to do everything. It's a bit like real life. It's a bit like real life. You know, in real life, people always say like, "Oh, you have to do this, do that." Like, there's a lot of things you have to do. Same deal. You need in real life, just like in this game, if you want to succeed, you need money. Hide the wings. Silent devil. That's sad. Show additional stats and stage complete. Sure. Show current speed. Wait, really? That's sick. We go back. General. Wait, reset difficulty. What does it mean by reset difficulty? What? Camera. Wow, they have a really good... They have a good selection of options, too. So, before we do that, I need some more points to get God Wings. If I can get second level of God Wings, I can do a lot of really cool things. I don't get to keep my eye pants. That's crazy. Wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute. It's the same level. Hey, wait a minute. I thought I was onto something. Wait a minute. I'm stupid. No, but then... But no, but maybe it's... Again, maybe it's the whole point of the thing, right? It's like... This is how the game teaches you to keep an eye out and that you can actually do more even within the same level. That you just have to learn. You just have to look and learn. Look, wow. For instance, I can just skip this whole section by doing this, I guess. What? Maybe it's not intended. I'm not really sure. But it feels so good that it just feels bad to be wrong. Right? It feels so good that there's no way that I'm wrong. What? Also, that's the one thing about indie game development that scares me the most, is that, again, it's one of those endeavors where you have to convince someone that your thing is worth playing before they ever play it. And it's like, how do you do that? It's why I say a demo is very effective. If you give people a demo, then they know for sure whether or not it's worth it, because it's like, they'll be able to play it and try it, right? But even a demo, it's just sort of like, how much do you do for your demo before it just is just too much? Maybe it's not worth making art. Maybe it's not worth making art. And maybe it's actually better to just do nothing. You know? Because if people don't understand it, why even bother ingratiating them? Why even bother giving these assholes access to something that they don't understand? I've actually heard this thing of like, there are some artists that will only make art for other artists. And honestly, at first I thought it was crazy, but now, like, the more I think about how it is, I think to myself, that's the only good way to make art. Because you avoid the dreaded problem of no one knows what you're doing. And, like, what is the value of your thing. What's that? Is that a spider? Oh, nice. I'm just like hurting the artists in my chat. They're all going like, oh god, I don't want to be here anymore. Look at the truth of the world! Look at the truth! You just got ads for TuneBet and Dairy Farmers of Canada. Yeah, have you noticed the ads for the betting have been going crazy? And I hate the way that they say it too. They always say, oh, it's such a fun game to play. They say, oh yeah, it's just a fun little game that you can play with people. Just a small little game, and it's like you can something you can do while you're bored. Yeah, FanDuel and stuff. Yeah, it's just a fun little quick game. Okay, gambling is not a game. Gambling is a curse on the world. It's not even close to the same thing. This is a game. This is an experience. This is a game. Gambling ain't shit. And darkness shall become the purpose of our existence, just as fear has become regret. And darkness shall become the purpose of our existence, just as fear has become our bread. It is quick sometimes. Okay, mod. I'd rather you be addicted to gooning than you be addicted to gambling. I want you to delete FanDuel off your phone right now, and just start gooning constantly. The euphoria when you win big is better than when you finish this game. Mods, can you please ban yourselves? Mod, please ban yourself right now. There's no way you think winning big in FanDuel gives you a better feeling than this. This is literally the best game ever made. This is a good game. You disgust me. Oh. How about you get back to gooning, okay? You get back to gooning, alright? I'd rather people be addicted to gooning than ever play gambling. This game makes you dizzy. Okay, that's fair. You know what? You are genetically inferior, therefore you can't really play this game. But is that the game developer's fault? No. That's a you problem. Okay? That's a you problem. Where am I going? FanDuel has never made you nauseous. It's so true though. L. If you're not vomiting, I don't think that you're feeling. Because the thing is, right? Think about it. When you read a story, you can only imagine the feelings in your mind, right? But what does that mean? Right? Okay, sure, you imagine the feeling of anxiety, but guess what? You don't feel the anxiety. This game, when it makes you vomit, it makes you feel like you're inside the game. That's a good game. Because you feel like you're inside the game, fighting for your life. You don't get that feeling anywhere else. This is the only place where you get that feeling. That feeling of trying to survive. I can't believe I died. Think about it. You're missing out. You're missing out on not playing this game. Now, how dare you say what you said about this game? This game's amazing. It actually is really good. This game is like insanely good. I usually don't like playing platforming games or like speedrunner games because it's a lot of them can feel very clumsy. Like a lot of speedrunning games can feel very much like you're just trying to game the system, but you're not really trying to play an interesting game. Like the mechanics of the game aren't very good. Like I know people love the game Getting Over It, but I think of Getting Over It as a game that I'd like to watch more than I'd like to play because I don't look at the game and then I go, that's a fun game. I think to myself, that is torture. This game isn't torture. This game feels like I'm an artist and my brush are my legs. My brush are my legs. I'm using my legs the same way that you would use your paintbrush. And I'm painting like on a canvas made of stuff. Pikmin when? Okay, I'll play Pikmin for you. Okay, you just pick a day and I'll play Pikmin for you. Also, I like the idea of Pikmin, but I can't get behind the idea of just guiding and corralling creatures. I say as I play games with like summoning aspects. I feel like it doesn't really work. Where am I going? Wait, what? I don't know where I'm going. I'm going towards hell. Did I see the new hit game Baby Steps? Okay, but that game actually does look really good. I think the problem with Getting Over It is it's frustrating to play. The problem with Baby Steps is that it's a skill issue. On the one hand, you have this stick that you can't move. On the other, it's literally just walking. So if you can't walk, it's a skill issue. And that I think is more fun. Like there's more skill involved in trying to maneuver your feet. You ever try walking? I know you don't, Chad. No one here walks. No one here even wants to exercise. Oh, I get why you have to go fast now, because these things eventually collapse. Does that mean that I'm gonna try it? No. I love myself too much to subject myself to torture. What does this open? This opens back there? I have to go backwards. What? But also, I only have a certain amount of like, I guess desire and budget to play a game that's about frustration, if that makes sense. Not to say that I don't think it's a good game. I think it's an amazing game. I think you should play it if you want to, but at least for me, it's like I only really have so much emotional bandwidth to play a game like that. It has a good story though. I did hear that it has a funny story and like a very good story, but then it's like, do I like it's like, if honestly, I know it's crazy to say, but if I'm just interested in the story but I don't want to play the game that much, I do watch the videos, which is also, and then I tell people to buy the game because it's good, even though I've never played it. But at least I'm still supporting it, right? But like that game, I don't know if I can deal with the frustration of it. Like I feel like I would go crazy trying to play that game and trying to make sense of what's going on. Not that it's a bad game, it just isn't for me. We're still on the same level. Maybe everything I said before was a lie, and there's actually no way to skip ahead. Although I do like the idea of one level spanning across 3 different challenges. That is a cool idea. And it does make me wonder how I could have skipped it if I tried hard enough. Maybe there was a way to. Bleh. Bleh. Change blessings. We now get rid of sprints. We get God wings, and we do this. And we go back to the main menu. We go to this level. We continue to this level. We go to facility again. And then we go outside to skip over the stuff. So we go like this. All we need is one speed boost because we can get on top of the spikes. And we just go over here. It's very slow now, but it's fine. We get the pants, then we get whatever secret is down there. I see you recover your stamina bar of sorts as you do your slide. Plus 2, like, I think while the story is good, it's sort of like there's a lot of other stories that I think could be better in terms of what I've seen so far. Like what little I've seen of that game so far. Not that it's a bad game, but I kind of feel like, you know, we have a lot of really good story games to play during Halloween. So it's like, I think I'd rather spend time on these on games like this compared to that. Is it normal for green tea to smell like piss? No, it's someone peed in your cup. I see you pee. No way. Oh shit, my god. You keep saying it's not a bad game. Sus. Well, because, like, I don't think there's an objectively bad game. No, I take that back. I think there are bad games, but I don't think that game in particular is a bad game. I don't think Baby Steps is a bad game. But I don't think it's a game for me, so it's like, does that mean that it's a bad game? No. It's just not for me. Why is he armless? Oh, you know. Think about it. Does God want his greatest warrior to goon? Ask yourself that question. Do you think God wants his greatest warrior to goon? No. What happens if God's greatest warrior starts to goon? Society falls apart. God needs you to be goonless. Yeah, you goon too much. You have to be goonless. Only the faithful can truly be successful in this dangerous world, right? And so therefore God takes away your arms in order to prevent you from gooning. God works in mysterious ways. You can dash and then double jump out. Wait. Maybe I can do with that. I could do it actually. Yo, I'm a genius. Sick. Okay, so now I have one life. What do I do? But I have sick pants now. I have flame pants. Can I skip ahead of the game? Let's see. I don't have the speed, so I don't think I can, but maybe I could. If I try hard enough, maybe I could. At least can I skip ahead of this section? Because that's what I'd really like, is to skip ahead of this section, which is over there. So if I get over there, I could. God gives his greatest warriors the worst sex. Okay, that's something there. What other ways could I go though? So if I can, because if the exit to the game is over here, at least the exit to this level is over here, then maybe I can go over here. I'm also max speed. So actually, maybe I could do this. I could skip ahead. At the cost of possibly losing my cool flame pants, it is doable. It's just a risk that I'm willing to take. To not have to go through the hell that is that like first section. No! Makes you think what God was doing when he designed half the animals. That's true, eh? Yeah. Have you seen the genitalia in some animals, like a duck or something? That shit's fucked up. It's like a corkscrew. You usually really wonder, like, why? You know what I mean? Why would he make the corkscrew? But it's because, again, God, see, this is further evidence that God started with humans, realized that he fucked up, and he was like, oh shit, the humans are way too complicated. And then he was like, alright, forget the humans, this duck thing that he's making, right? He has one more shot to make it, you know, goonless. So he gives the duck a spiral penis so it can never jerk off. thereby working around the lust that all beings feel. He doubled down. He doubled down and he gave even crazier things. No. Oh, I'm a genius. There we go. That's the shit. I don't even think that that's intentional, but it works very well. It's the ability for you to like jump off of the surface, to fall down, and then right click and then jump again. A lot of this feels like I'm bugging the game, but it just feels so good to do. So why shouldn't I? Like if you tap it fast enough, you can actually get like a double jump there. Okay, so now we can actually make the jump to that next section. I wonder if that breaks the game. Because we can go really fast here. We can go to 40s. 40 speed is a lot of speed. And the middle section is technically the end of that other section. That's the beginning of that section. So this place right now is hell? I don't know, maybe. Do you feel like you're in hell now? How do you feel about this place? How does it make you feel that you're in hell? Yes. What do you think you would go to hell for? And be honest. Looks too blue. That's the thing that I did notice. It's very like cyberpunk. We're very Tron. But like not Tron with Jared Leto. Tron as in like Tron. Nothing's there. Gooning. You'd go to heaven. You'd go to hell for gooning. Thank you for gooning though. See? Every time that you goon, society heals. Because it means that you're not gonna, you know, that you're not gonna go to FanDuel. The level, okay, so it's weird because it's a placeholder level. What? What? It's like half existent, but not really existent. It's a bit weird. Yeah, it kind of exists, but it doesn't really exist. But some of the scripts work. Like, some of the doors do work. So, it's kind of like it's here, but not really. Huh. I'm dead. You know what? Okay, we have both pants. Let's finish the game. Let's finish this level so I can take the pants home. So I can take the pants home. Okay, I thought I broke something because I thought things were breaking. No, it's still going good. So, oh god, I forgot about this section. Okay, doing it. I'm doing it. I'm not doing it. Okay, I'm doing it. Okay, I'm doing it. Oh, I've done it now. Okay, those things don't... Okay, these things don't kill me. Only the blades really do. That's interesting. Oh yeah, the snake. Oh shit, the snake. I forgot about the snake. I did the snake last time with 3... dash, or 3 crouching, so... 3 crouching sprinting things, so maybe I can do it with only 1? I'm not really sure. Yes, I can, because the floor... The jumping dash is a little broken. I feel like the jumping dash is a little bit too strong, but, you know, it's fine. It's good for me. So wait, if you complete this level through the bugged way, what happens? So now I have 2 new pants. Well, what do the pants do? How do you equip pants? Do I just have the pants here? No, I don't. Wait, so what's the point of the pants? Also, we can just do this. We can skip backwards here. So, this section over here, you see how there's like a giant cross up there? I can go up here. By doing this thing, I can go like this. I can then go like this. There we go. Now we're going backwards. What's up here? What? There's nothing up here. There's no secret? Really? There's no secret reward for the player going back up there? Really? But that's the whole point of a secret, no? Is to be like, hey, congratulations, you figured out the cool pathway to go back upwards, right? No? Oh, oh man. Oh man, I don't feel so good anymore. What? I thought I was onto something. I thought I was onto something. I thought I was onto something when the game started to break out of bounds and you started to, you know, be able to move around. You see different parts of the level, but I think the game is just a static game. So actually, there is no secret outside of the levels. You just play the game normally. Just play the game. That's kind of sad. I don't know. It's like finding out that Santa isn't real. Did you know, by the way, that Santa isn't real? May surprise some of you. Aware. Well, no, it can't be. What do you mean? Go slow, and then this is gonna go over here. Good. Go slow. This is gonna go over here. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh my god! I made it through. That was pure luck. The last priest carries his burden into the depths. Yes, the depths of what? Not knowing that this burden is carved from black stone. Huh. That motif again of the black stone. Why is it here again? You think evil Santa is better anyways. See, that's... I was gonna make a game about an evil Santa that steals presents. We need to kill evil Santa. Once we prayed to a silent sky, now we pray to the one who awakens. And black stone, the idea of like a broken, cursed element. This, we're all just playing to the devil's game. We're playing the devil's game here. The devil has made a fool of us. He's made us believe that we're actually worshipping God, but we're not. Oh, is that Centipede? What the fuck is that? Krampus? Wait, is his name actually Krampus? It is! No, you're right, it is. I remember in the Warcraft 3 mod, there was one server that I played in that had a custom character called Krampus. And I remember asking the same question. As like a 14-year-old. That was like 16 years ago. That's crazy. I'm old. Hey, is being old okay, chat? Or is being old bad? Can't quite tell. Would you consider being old a good thing or a bad thing? So what opens now? Ah. The snake coils around and sends you careening into something. Again, just knowing that the game is not a series of also secret levels outside of the game, it just kind of makes me sad. Not that it had to be, but I was hoping it would be, so it'd be kind of cool. What will I do in my 70s? Good. At that point, there's nothing else to do. No, you can't even goon at 70 because it doesn't work anymore. Fuck. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll, How many levels are there? I don't know. I think we're almost done, though. What do you mean, how... What do you mean, why can't you goon? Well, because you're 70. It's not gonna work anymore. You know, for like dudes, like the blood has to pump inside, right? It's kind of hard to get the blood pumping at 70. I feel like the blood is going towards other more useful things, like I don't know, your heart and soul, and like you know your taxes, and your 401k. Your blood is going towards your 401k. Most people at that age are more liable to get things like heart surgery than they would be to get things like like you're more likely to have to get heart surgery than an erection. At that point, gooning is a mindset. It's so true. Does it work for women? I actually don't know. I sort of assume that it does because it's like what does a maybe like the liquid? I don't know. That's a good question. I've never asked a woman if it works at the age of 70. I feel like it's a highly inappropriate question. I can ask myself whether it works for my, you know, for the thing, because I have it. The hearts. 2 more levels, and we're done. And then we get every single blessing, we get all the powers. We become the greatest being that the world has ever known. We're inside the church now. Or at least whatever the temple is. Yeah, how's it work for women? Does anybody know? I don't think I want a goon if it's just a mindset. And this is all your god is capable of. Wait. So this is a temple to my god. Bring a deceived cripple into my abode? What? Oh no, this isn't from my god. So this is from whatever the being is. But he's talking to my god through me and saying, I can't believe that you are doing this and this is all that you're capable of. What drives you forward more strongly, faith or hatred? Honestly, depression at this point, really. I kind of want to just finish the game. Drink the cup of anger to the bottom, priest. The cup of anger because you've been lied to, because I've been lied to. The cup of anger because I've been lied to about my purpose. I consider him my sworn enemy. But you're gonna say something, right? But he only wants to help me. I don't think that's true. But I'll believe him because what else do I have, right? Help me accept reality. Okay, that's funny. I only want to help you. I just want to help you accept reality. Gooning is a mindset. Sunglasses. When you were 70, Maud, let us know. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. Oh, the reality down, just a worm in human form. Oh, it's like the human worm thing, where it's like, would you still love me if I'm a worm? Age can't stop you. Even when you're 70, you're still gonna make it work. She has a Guna mindset. That's what they all say. She has the Guna mindset. Even when she's 70, she's still gonna go for it. I'm proud of you. If there was like a gooning god, they would look at you and there we go. Thank you for believing in my teachings. Oh my god, the statue is breaking. Oh my god. What have we done? Well, I am breaking down the statue, but at the cost of my arms, so is it worth it? I don't know. And now the flames are flying out. This is a fascinating map. I really enjoyed the aesthetic of this. And I like the idea of us slowly breaking down this corrupt temple, breaking through and fulfilling our duty, but then even this idea of him trying to bring doubt into our mind. I like that. They really do a good job of trying to tell this, true to the Bible story of don't believe in the words of the deceiver. And that we're at the heart, especially because we're at the heart of the beast. So what does that mean? Alright? What is the heart of the beast? What is this? Why can I go down here? What's this? Oh, I see. I always like religious motifs within games, even if they can be very on the nose in terms of what they're trying to say, but I think it's fine if they're a little on the nose, just because it's such a cool setting. In terms of like the mythology, I think the mythology is interesting and cool. I may not believe in the practices and I may not subscribe to the ideas, but you can't lie to the idea of like an all-powerful demon that wants to like take you over and basically make you want to sin, to be the worst type of person. That isn't a cool concept. We have cynics here. We have cynics here that are saying that age can't stop them from a gooning, and that they'll goon even in their 70s. God designed your body to give you a break once you're 70. God damn it. Oh wait, I can go down here. It's a bottom pathway. And that's interesting. Actually, there's a whole bottom pathway all the way through. Holy shit! If you don't have double jump, this is way harder too. I can't imagine doing this without a double jump. Jeez. Okay, so that puts the key down. We break that thing as well. I can take the chains down and follow them through. Never mind, those ones don't work. Where's the flames? Oh, shit. Oh. At 7D, you look at the birds and yell at kids. You know what's funny? I've never seen somebody truly yell at a kid in the way that like people would usually say that old people do. I feel like as you get older, you actually don't care about what kids do. Like you don't care about anybody. Because the thing is, right? It presumes that you as an old person would give a shit about what a kid does. I don't give a fuck. The kid could murder someone in front of my eyes, and I'll just go, okay, well, just don't bother me. Hide the body. Don't ask me for help. Oh, so I only have 1 life left. This is really bad. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. No! This is hard. The grumpy ones do. I never understood the grumpy ones, yeah, because, like, at that age, like, you're just living life. Just be happy with your life. You've lived a good life. Maybe you haven't. Maybe it's because they haven't lived a good life. That's why they're so grumpy. But then they're so busy being angry that so it makes you go like, okay, well, what's the point, right? Because you're missing out on the best parts of life at that age. Like, you can live your entire life on the cruise ship. Well, maybe the thing is, maybe they were a front-end engineer the whole life and now they hate everything. Speaking from experience, I see. Yeah, it could be that they hated their job. But why is it the kids' fault? It's not their fault. Drink the cup of anger to the bottom post. Oh god. But it is true though. It's like, I can see how living your life in a certain way makes you so jaded within life that by the time you get to the point where life is fun. Because again, when you're old, you can spend your entire life on a cruise ship and no one says anything. When you're middle-aged and you spend your entire life on a cruise ship, they say that you're being wasteful. When you're old and you spend your entire life on a cruise ship, they say that you're living life. But if they can't even do that and enjoy themselves, then clearly they've done something wrong with their lives. Oh, sorry, I realized I don't have to wait for the animation. I can just run back while it's starting. Okay, well, I failed. I could have if I was good at the game. Oh, that was scary. Okay, so now we can go here. I wonder if I can't use the bottom path to skip ahead. I have to go through this top path here. Which is fine, because it should be doable. More than doable, but these lasers are gonna fuck me. Holy shit. But now I have no lasers to deal with here. Oh shit, I'm dead. I have no more lives. This is an insane gauntlet. This is like a high skill gauntlet. You have to get through the entire thing in one run, basically. Because 3 lives, it's so strict on the amount of mistakes that you could make here. And there's not many that you can make, because everything kills you in one shot in this game. Granted, I see that's why they give the option to play the easier mode. And maybe I'm going to switch to the easier mode just to get it done, but reset difficulty? I don't know what it means. It didn't reset the difficulty. It actually did nothing for me. So maybe it didn't do anything. But what I need is the lives now. Because as cool as this is, I can feel the tedium of having to go through the maze-like level structure and like trying to succeed in the game getting to me now. It's starting to hurt me a lot. There we go. Infinite lives. There we go. That's good. I like that. And it's not even like it's a bad thing. This game is really good. I just, in the interest of wanting to one-shot it, I really want to see what the end of this game is, because the story is actually very compelling. I am interested in the story and what it's trying to say. This idea of the devil trying to fool you and to deceive you. There's something here. The devil makes you feel the urges in your body. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. But this is a solid game. This game has also taken out everything from me too. Especially that last game with that one booting segment. I think I'm gonna finish after this game. I was gonna do a couple more, but honestly, I think it's better to have the energy to do those games, especially Vladimir's Lore, which is a collection of small, short horror games. So I'm very interested in that one, but we'll do that one tomorrow. Because the last game required a different type of concentration, where I had to be okay with listening to myself. This one requires the concentration that you would need from any hardcore. Like, this feels like a Kaizo, like a first-person Kaizo. And that's from me having played other hard platforming games before. I feel like this one's really, really good and really hard. It's like the right amount of difficulty. But it doesn't mean that I can do it forever. And I like the powers too. I really enjoyed the direction that they took with the powers in this game. Everything about this game is just so well crafted. It's the right powers to give you the right feeling of flexibility in your platforming. Everything's just so good. It's just very, very draining. It's like, I'll drain your balls. No, no, no. This game doesn't drain your balls. It drains your energy, your focus, your life. Oh, shit. Oh. Also, I realized that I'm actually playing better without the limited life system. It's almost as if, as long as I can take the risk, I can do better. If I can play to my heart's content, I can get into the flow state more. And that's an analogy for real life. If you want someone to try their best, give them the ability to fail. Otherwise, they'll be too afraid of failing. Holy shit, I'm just zooming at this. Wow. It's already done. I didn't put the key in. I didn't put the key in. Oh god. How do I find these games? Same way that I Goon. You know? It's like a feeling. Like you feel for a certain type of thing, and then you just go to Google and you say, okay, this type of thing. Right? To learn more, go to porn where they do a survey every year of the top terms. Now I like to play experimental games. I go in, I look at the genre, and I look at the game, and I go, is this something that I would enjoy? Ah ha ha! Thank you for giving me your fake laughter. You don't need to do it. You can just give me a real laughter. Yeah, I just really enjoy finding games. I think similar to, it's the same way that people I think would enjoy finding music or like a new restaurant. But for me, it's video games. I look at video games a bit like restaurants, where I'm like, okay, what flavor do I want to eat today? How do I want to feel like in this moment? What emotions do I want to come through in my life that I'm missing in some way, right? What kind of vibe am I going for, especially for Halloween? You want to play a game, and you want to go to hell and constantly see my bare feet. And is that wrong? Is it wrong of me to want to see my bare feet constantly? Huh? Look at them. They're beautiful. This is the thing, okay? Because like, people think that it's easy to look pretty, but no, it takes effort. It takes a lot of effort and a lot of money to look pretty, and that includes your feet. The foot fetishist has the hardest time. Think about it. Guna God gives his greatest Guna the hardest challenges. Because think about it. You walk on your feet every single day. Therefore, every other type of gooner, they never have to deal with maintaining the look of their, appendage. When have you ever heard of a porn star going, I need to maintain the look of my penis? It just is. It just is. But your feet, you have to lotion it every single day. You have to massage it every single day. You have to peel the cracks off. You have to peel it off, almost like glue, almost like rocks, almost like a tick. It's hard work. He's smiting me. He's smiting me more. It hurts. That's hard. Okay, I see. There's actually 3 different layers. There's middle, and then there's right, and then there's left. That's why it was kind of weird for me to jump over. Not only do you have to jump over, you have to get distance to make that jump. And now we do the final level, which is what? Thank you for the bless points. Termination. So this last one didn't have any relics. This one is just a cutscene. Every night is certain. The blood dripping from his sword was justly spilled. Very true. It's all about perspective. Do I believe in my righteousness? That's a good question. Then accept my fate. He wants me to kill him. And he calls me the Messiah. I'm the one who's going to bring about change. And he asks me if I'm sure of it. Because if I'm not sure, what do I do? In fact, I have no choice. There is no choice. I mean, you think you have choice, but do you really? And is it really a choice that you've chosen on your own? What would you have chosen if you had the ability to choose? It's a fascinating question that you see come up a lot within these types of stories. These stories of responsibility and choices and your actions. And everybody believes that their sword is justified. I skipped too much, sorry. Oh, I've joined the heart instead. He made me the creature. That's why the eye was staying around. He faded into oblivion. My throne is yours. The circle is complete. The circle. The cycle. Do I hear the darkness filling my mind? And we actually get to see from the perspective of the eyeball that was staring out. How long will your little faith endure before you turn from righteous to devil? Now this is my blessed burden. Okay, you know what? The ending, you kind of see it coming, right? This idea of deception and basically being made the creature, but also the idea of fulfilling the cycle. Whatever that cycle is, and then the next person that's going to come in and then take over your place and doing that again as well, having to look at them. But overall, the way that it was told, I think is it was fantastic. It gave you just enough to work with that it engaged your brain, and then let alone the gameplay was really good. Though I will say, I wish there was a little bit more opportunity for secrets here and there, like the ability for you to go back to the beginning of of the game in that one alcove where you slide down from at the very beginning. I wish that it allowed you to go up there and to find something there. And I wish that when you break out of the level that it immediately starts the next level or something. Like it'd be I wish there was more of that, right? But I get it. It's hard to make games, and then consider too that the developer of the game, as far as I know, is making games in a very, very difficult situation. And the story, when you apply it to real life, has a lot of different meanings too. But even on its own, it's a very interesting take on the themes of like who the devil is within the Bible, right? Because the devil is like a dude within the Bible who's like, yeah, like I'm gonna tell you to like do this stuff, and I'm gonna make you believe in like these things, and I'm gonna try to make you feel doubts, and that way you can do wrong. It works. It works out very well, and the game is fun. Like the game, if you can optimize your time, like some people beat these levels in 25 seconds. There's a lot of speedrun potential because the physics of the game genuinely feel good. Like that second last level must be insane to speedrun. And even these levels, like we didn't get any of the items, right? And then on top of that, there's secret clothing at sort of the levels, right? Like there's hints of some places that you can sort of go deeper into to find stuff. Not always, but when you do find it, it's there, and I think it's interesting. And then even this idea of the eyeball that's staring at you was you. I wonder if you can go back and do anything with that. But as a whole, that was fun. It's definitely like horror themed. It's the same way that it's the same type of horror theming as you think going to church is scary, which I mean, it kind of is. But like it's the same idea of you read the books, the stories within the Bible, and then you have nightmares or something. Like I do find it funny the way that people can read those stories and feel like they're going through some terrible dream or something. But that's what that felt like. It was very light on horror, but this game is it's not just a story game, it's not just an atmosphere game, it's also a gameplay game. And in terms of gameplay, that was really good gameplay. Like the entire time I felt like I was in full control. And it felt like all of my mistakes were my own, and it felt like I was having fun exploring the game. Obviously now that you're done the game, it's just maxing out the points and going for the speedrun stuff, but that's all games, and the fact that the game is built around that at the end game, I think is important, because that's how you really get a game to stay with you for a long time, is to really lean into what makes it good. And this game is a really good physics first-person platformer. So good, in fact, that I kind of wish that there was more things you could do inside the game. Like, I really hope that they take the mechanic and do other things with it, because it felt so smooth. It felt really, really smooth. I kind of wish they would continue doing this with other game concepts. Because I just want a new Mirror's Edge.